Only John the Baptist prophesied of Christ. His prophecy was the death, the burial, and the resurrection of Jesus Christ. He was prophesying of Christ, and he was given the privilege to see Christ with his eye. So he was able to see Christ, and he was able to introduce Christ to the people. And that is what makes him different from all the prophets of the Old Testament. None of them were able to see Christ. He prophesied of Christ, and then he was able to see Christ in person. That is what gives him that mark of being the greatest of all prophet born by a woman. So now the second question, why then was the least? Why is it that the least in the kingdom of God is now greater than John the Baptist? The answer is simple. When you go to the book of Luke chapter 7 verse 28, you will see what happened there. Why? This answer is this. John the Baptist was given the privilege to see Christ. He prophesied of Christ, and he was able to see Christ, but he did not live to experience the fulfillment of his prophecy. He was able to see him, and he was able to introduce him to the world, but he was not able to see the fulfillment of his prophecy. He was not able to live to see the fulfillment of the true baptism of Christ. The baptism of Jesus is the death, the burial, and the resurrection of Jesus Christ. He was not able, he died before the baptism of Christ. John the Baptist died before the baptism of Jesus. So what is the baptism of Jesus Christ? He couldn't live to witness the death of Christ, the burial of Christ, and the resurrection of Jesus. He didn't live to witness it. So as many that are born, and once your faith is standing on the true baptism of Christ, you are greater than John the Baptist. But if your faith is still standing on the shadow, on the figures that we are used to describe Christ under the old covenant, then you are as poor and as low as John the Baptist. So what makes you as